Called CP squared has 51 minus degrees of freedom, making all the way home. I got hungry and I ate it. We're Americans and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating and I'm reading a book. And this wave just comes up.
Making this little robot, but it is controlled by living brains like those inside your head. Researchers.
This moth isn't just swinging around, it's been bugged.
Grow collections around 3,000 brain cells in the lab. The cells grow collections with each other and start communicating
using electrodes implanted into his muscles.
Some are hard to found respond predictably. Signals from robot ultrasound distance sensor.
Here, signals are sent to its left flight muscle to make it lift that wing.
The output of these cells can be used to control
different signals can be sent for it to lower its wing, to lift both wings at once, or to make them flat.
They each have a motor in them, and it actually drives forward when I walk. It actually powers that knee through the step.
It's powered through Bluetooth technology.
Increasing the frequency of the pulse makes the wings beat faster. If a signal is sent only to one side while the moth is flying, it will veer in that direction. Implanted electrodes into the brains of two beetles,
and they
close to
talk to
neurons
each other and
that
try to
control
mimic
flight.
the stride length.
A computer
that the
program
other
in the
one's doing. If I
device
speed
controls
up,
the
the other one
beetle,
can realize
and
it's
here
doing
it
it, and
beats
it'll
its
speed up
wings
as well.
and takes off when a negative voltage is sent to its brain. Researchers are putting moths in control and using them as a pair of eyes. They've found out how to intercept signals from their visual system and how to use them to make a robot move. Here, a graduate student demonstrates how the robot can be steered. Combining living and machine components could eventually make robotic systems more effective.
Legs when an IED hit his convoy in Fallujah, Iraq in 2006.
The IED went off directly underneath me and took off basically everything that was hanging over the ledge of the seat, my legs. And then it killed my sergeant in front of me and my good friend next to me. My gunner lost his right leg. I shattered my hip. I had 32 pins in my hip. I broke my pelvis, so I have a 6-inch screw holding that together. I lost both legs above the knee. I broke 4 fingers, broke my jaw, broke my nose, lacerated kidney. So I recovered well, I think, and great care here and done well.
Today, I use the Bluetooth prosthetics.
It's a lot of hip control. In my other legs, I usually have to use all my thigh to power through things, but since these are moving on their own, then I actually just kind of have to lift and shift my weight a little bit.
He says they're a bit heavier than the other 2 microchip prosthetics he's worn, but they require much less effort to operate.
If they're not programmed right, they kind of do their own thing sometimes, and they'll kick for no reason. Like you'll just be standing there and be like, and just kick off to the side.
Able to master the stairs just yet.
Sometimes when you go near a computer or something, you'll hear the computer start prism, so it does do that a lot. And I'll be like, I'm sorry, and I have to turn my legs off.
Communicate robot wirelessly. The team plans to use their robot brain power. New pattern behavior in the future. They hope there are enough similarities to teach about unknown aspects.
Did you seriously think you could somehow change the world from here?
Yeah, sort of at first.
And? How do you feel about it now?
I'm not blazing with satisfaction or anything. But the truth is, it all ended for me the instant I shared my memories with you. At that point, my work was done. I figured that you'd probably be able to run with it from there.
All you're a hell of a liar, kid. I clearly recall you didn't want me involved.
I'm sorry, but the minute you share and synchronize all your information, you lose your uniqueness and become absorbed into the unconscious maliciousness of a third party that has no motive. Or perhaps into the will of someone who does have one.
Are those your words based on what you've gained from hard-earned experience?
Yes, and the fact is, you yourself played the role of the laughing man copycat as well.
Well, I have to admit, it was a fascinating phenomenon. At any rate, what was
was your underlying reason for triggering such a huge event in the first place?
To you, everything that's happening in the world appears phony to be something other than what it is, right?
That TV sound, Jeff?
Yes. When it comes to cyberization, I'm pretty much the shining example of a poster boy. So you'd think at the very least I would have felt terrified at the thought of contracting cyberbrain sclerosis. I'll tell you, it was a simple piece of mail I stumbled across the net that began this whole thing. What I found was a blackmail document that had probably been sent to Sorella Genomics. It was armed with a thesis that was a comparative study of the inadequacy of Sorella micromachines versus the effectiveness of the mRNA vaccine.
Then the original lagging man was the person who offered it.
You could put it like that, I suppose. I am the machine that reveals the world to you as only I alone am able to see it.
Ziga Bertov. He was a Russian filmmaker, wasn't he?
Yes. I was kidding myself by thinking it was my personal mission to prove and circulate that information, vital data I alone could happen upon.
Failing spectacularly, the pure innocent mediator grew dejected at the base nature of the social system and he turned mute.
Yes. It was because of that I became a vanishing mediator. Just like an author whose existence is emphasized with the fact that he rarely puts out any new works of publication. In other words, by disappearing, it acts as a way to the catalyst of the social system. Per sociological theory, it ultimately vanishes, leaving no trace of its presence inside or outside the system.
Frederick Jameson, I believe.
Yes. And no. Masachi Osawa, too. Even though I was familiar with the words, I didn't believe it until I saw it with my own eyes. Who knew that copies could still be produced despite the absence of an original? If you had to give a name to this phenomenon, what would you label it?
It would be standalone complex.
Yes, it's the standalone complex. From the start, the very nature of our current social system has contained mechanisms to trigger such an amazing occurrence. Personally, however, I feel this marks the beginning of a new era of despair. What's your opinion?
I don't know. It's impossible for me to say. Although I have found one thing capable of restoring your individuality after all your information has been synchronized.
Oh, really? And what's that?
Everyday human curiosity.
You're right. You know, that's something that never occurred to me. I think my brain has already started to harden.
Welcome, everybody, to another Crackpot Conspiracies.
Step right this way, life brings inside. Step right this way, life brings inside. Be amazed and wonderland. See the city, skeleton man. Feisty, savvy, sweat. Sexy, sick woman. Beautiful, very lady. Unbelievable again. Ageless human pincushion. And CBS fire radio. Step like this way. Step like this way.
And there we go. All right, folks, welcome to another Things and Stuffs and Things. let's do our intermetro stuffs, and then we'll bring in our co-hosts and our guests. If anybody would like to join us, just let us know if you did not get a link, and we will blow from there. So here we go with we'll do it.
Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or hosts. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard! Action Bastard, I need you! Action Bastard, I need you! Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second, are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead. You're stupid. Yeah.
Man, what? What? Oh, it was in this shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. All right, there we go. And now let's bring in our co-host, and that is, of course...
But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
And yes, they are.
Hello,
right.
hello, hello.
Are you mining the craft?
Yes, I'm mining the craft. Yes. I'm doing okay.
That's just what the Satanists want you to do, is mine the craft, because that is a fake world to get you away from thinking about the Jesus. Something. I'm sorry. I
love it, because like thinking about that just makes me angry.
Yeah.
Thinking about religion.
I've obviously been doing too much conspiracy theory research to ready into that.
What was it? Oh yeah, at some point I came across a post, and the question was, if you wanted to delete one thing from the world, what would it be?
Okay.
My answer: fucking religion.
Yes, definitely. So
then we have peace.
We definitely have a piece of something. Bam, chicka, bam. Anyways, so let's bring in our next guest. If there's anybody who wants to join us, just let us know, and we'll send you a link, and or we may put that in the side chat in just a second. Anyways, just for the fuck of it, Diet Coke. Anyways, let's bring in our next guest, and they are our lovely. And there's our Ollie man.
Hey.
How are you doing, sir?
I am excellent. A much better day today than I did yesterday. Bell decided to cooperate with me.
Glad to hear. So where are we at in the game, or where is the placement of the scenario, or where you are in the game?
Right now, I'm still in fall. I haven't gotten to winter yet, so I'm still in the early stages of the game. I'm just cleaning up some side quests, and then I'm going to go to school here and learn some spells, I think.
So I
got a spell to learn there. Oh, and I'm about to get the Room of Requirement. Right there. I have a quest to go meet Mrs. Weasley right outside on the 6th floor and find it.
You're downtown what? What would be the name of the place of where
I'm in Hogsmeade right now. Just walking around Hogsmeade, the Wizarding
there
Town.
we go. That's what I was asking. So we're in Hogsmeade.
If you're familiar with any of the spots, like this is Zonko's Toys and Game Shop, right? I can go in there.
That's the game place. Okay, yeah.
Oh, I can go in here. I can do stuff in there and interact with a couple of different things. Honeyduke's, the bar. Honeyduke's the bar is right
Yeah,
here.
of course, the bar. And
Right,
then is there a
so-
wand shop in that place?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's
Okay.
actually the Three Broomsticks, or sorry, Honeyduke's is the sweet shop. Three
Oh, that's right.
Broomsticks is
That's
the bar.
right. Okay. All right. So let's say hello to the side of my chats right quick. And we have Doctor Who Design, and that is my personal time traveling doctor with me. They know all of the stuffs and the things. Tiny Captain says that they are just listening because they've got things and stuff to do. Al is doing things and stuff and things. And then we have a captive desk. And everybody go check out Captive Desk's content.
Channel?
It's freaking awesome. Yeah, their channel and
Yeah.
their content, it's amazing. Welcome, Captive Desk. We have a Demon Orbs. And we have a Doorknob Heads. Is this? And we have Mangoes, and she
hello,
said
Mango.
she is doing the things and the stuffs. So she will be mentioning her as much as possible just to make her laugh while she's working, because if you're listening, Mango, we're just gonna make it silly for you. So that looks like everybody so far. Let's begin blowing in to the insanity. And the first person we're going over today, I was trying to figure out a way to go over this person in a better way without using somebody else's content, because we try to not use third-party content per se, right? We like to go to the resource and use it from the actual article or documentary or the person's personal account. But I could not figure out a way to represent this person in a better way than with this person. So everybody, please go over to Kiwi Tapes and show them some love on this video. Yeah, we've gone over them a couple of times. Like, again, I try to not go over other people's things. So this is Harmony Sapphire, and she is a very, very deluded person, a delusional person, and we will find out in a second why. And this is part of the Crackpot conspiracies. We don't go over the conspiracies that are popular. We try to find underground or weird or conspiracies you've never heard of before. So let's listen to this.
Harmony Sapphire, also known as Wish You Knew, is a TikToker from the United States. At first glance, Harmony's channel looks regular enough. She does mukbangs, goes on walks, makes TikToks at work. But if you do...
Okay, I'm just gonna get, I forgot. I'm just gonna get into right here where, she's at Prince's mansion.
Being that Harmony, without a doubt, is convinced that Prince, the singer, is still alive. Not only is Prince still alive, but he and Harmony are engaged.
Ooh, look at that fucking face. Ooh.
Did you all hear what was just said?
Sadly, yes.
Let's listen to that one more time. She believes
alive. Not only is Prince still alive, but he and Harmony are engaged. She wholeheartedly believes this, even getting angry at commenters whenever they say that Prince died years.
Yeah. And this is recent. This is not that old. It may be 6 months old, it may be a couple months old. I wanted to go over this a long time ago, but I couldn't figure out a better way to do it. But we needed to go over this, so just keep listening.
Years ago,
Can all these children under the age of 18 who weren't even around in 2004 stop commenting with their opinions and theories and assumptions? Please never say those words again. The short answer to that is never.
Dude, look at those psycho eyes. She is psychotic. You can tell from her fucking eyes.
Gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never, 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 never. First of all, your opinion is not a fact. Second of all, I personally knew Prince. Third of all, we were engaged. Fourth of all, I had amnesia because he drugged my water and I fell and hit my head in 2000.
In Harmony's mind, her and Prince had a very long and
Yeah, she did. We'll find that out in a second. She did get a brain trauma thing, and of course that's part of it. But we're not trying to make fun of people that are insane or that have conditions. We're here to just show off the craziness of certain things that are happening in society. So I don't know if I have proof that she did go through that traumatic experience or not. I'm not sure. But welcome, Hunter Biden's hog. And from what I saw from Major Green Twat fucking showing us again, he's got a big hog. So I'm glad you're here. Maybe I'm the second biggest hog in the room. Anyways, let's keep going.
Loving relationship until 2004 when he faked his death and drugged her water with some kind of amnesia medicine. This is how she excuses having no memories of her previous life with Prince. As I'm sure you've been able to gather already, Harmony's pretty crazy. She's been refusing treatment for a long time, and the whole situation gets 10 times worse when you realize that she has a daughter living with her. Her name is Ariel, she's 22, and it seems like she has some kind of speech impediment / learning disorder. The sad part about it is Harmony refuses to get her any help, even taking her out of school at one point, claiming she didn't like what the people...
Jesus Christ.
Oh, she didn't like that the people pointed out that your daughter needed help. She didn't like her daughter getting help.
Yeah, and that's what most
and some people just are so obsessed. Like, oh yeah, I don't want my kid to have a label. Well, if that label gets your kid the help they fucking need, then take the fucking label.
Exactly. So we're gonna just skip forward a little bit past that because that's what we're here to talk about is her child. We're here to talk about her
rest. And I feel like getting
let's get further into this idiocracy.
Her some help or a job or some friends would help with all of this exponentially. And I really think that Harmony preventing Ariel from going out and living her life.
Say it to the camera. What? 60? No, I said only either have it on 69 or 70. You must have been freezing your.
Okay. I really just wanted to expose her as thinking that she thought her and Prince were engaged, and she talks about it a lot in some of these other things, but I don't want to talk about her daughter at all. I forgot that there was some of that in there. So let's get into the next thing. Oh, the next thing is pandas are fake. Let's get into the pandas are fake thing.
Oh, is that a worm hat?
No, actually, it is somebody else. Hi, Mama.
Hello. Sorry I'm late.
Shivas. Okay.
Yeah, you should be fucking sorry. Oh.
I never fuck. I never sorry fuck. Okay.
Oh, those are my favorite. Never mind.
So I don't stand a chance at all. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that would be a pity fuck. I don't pity fuck either. Sorry.
Yeah. That's totally different. So,
hi guys.
Anyways, Mama, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
She's in.
Awesome. Please donate to Mangoes to help with little one, small human. So let's get into the next conspiracy. And you're welcome, Mama. You jumped in just in time for us to go over this.
Sweet.
People convinced pandas at zoo are humans in suits after video goes viral. I know this isn't new. It's a couple.
It's not a Hans Wormhat video, is it?
That's exactly what I just said.
I know you did. So this is the video that everybody is crying about and thinking that these is humans. So watch this.
Where does the human spirit live?
Inside my pants. Anyways, so we should be able to skip this, skip ad. Here we go. Now we can watch this. Yeah, these nuts. So here we below. Here is the video that people are watching saying this is humans in panda suits. How do they look like humans?
Yeah,
that's exactly
because they're sitting in pairs.
Yeah, but look how hunched over they are.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
That's not something a human can do.
Their paws when they walk up to it are curved in or angled in. Same with their feet. So none of what we just saw looks like humans walking up to this. Why would a human walk like that? No human walks like that to that to that to that to that to get into that.
Exactly.
Even if they were faking it, that does not
think about it. The back legs, their knees would be up where the hips are, right? How are you going to step up like that if that's where your knees are to make it look like you're stepping? Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, of course, Hunter. It's human. I can see its horns. That's exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Totes. Right. So, anyways, this is the proof that people were thinking that pandas are extinct, and this now is proof that pandas are extinct. Because how many humans do you know that can wear a mask like this and eat without their hands? If you were wearing a mask or an outfit or a costume that was like this, you would have to pick up stuff with your paws and shovel it into your fucking gullet, because that's how we eat. And if you had an extended nose or mouth on the end of your fucking face, you could not have eaten it this way. There's no way. Even if you had a fake jaw, they're not throwing it back in their mouth like a pelican. That's the only way you would have been would have been able to get it up to your throat to swallow it, right? So this shows nothing that shows that these are fucking fake. I mean, there's nothing about this is fake. Just like Hans Jerk Hat fucking says that all this shit is no, there's no way this is fucking fake. Like, I mean, literally,
even if those are little people in there, they would not move like that either. There's just no way.
You couldn't. With that if they were a little person and they were trying to move that large of a costume, they wouldn't be able to do it. And then there's like these big claws and a handful of other things. It's so silly that these people think that these things are fake.
Whoa. Now you're making assumptions.
Allegedly.
And you know, when you make assumptions, you make an ass out of you and me. Just saying.
I mean, I would like to make some ass out of you and me. Okay, never mind. We'll talk.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Yeah. All right. So let's see what else I had over here on the other playlist. Did we go over where are all the human fossils yet?
I think we did. That sounds familiar.
Okay. I think we did last time.
I smoke a lot.
Okay, so anyways, Mango, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to use your resource, even though it was and many other people use. We're gonna go over Tony Chase for just a second, but we're gonna go over a very small portion of this. If you don't know who this gentleman, now we'll go over the other thing so everybody knows exactly what we're talking about, and then we'll get into the New Year's Eve thing where he talks about Belay Pizza that supposedly he runs, and I don't know what that is, and I looked it up and it's not a thing, but he supposedly runs a pizza chain too now.
Okay.
So anyways, Mommy, you know who do you most of us know who Tony Chase is, right?
I've heard of
Sounds
him.
familiar, but I'm not sure.
Okay, he thinks the government's stealing his teeth and that his penis is shrinking 1 inch every year.
Oh God, okay.
Because the government's taking it, and that he was born into like a very, very famous family, and he is famous, and people keep stealing his identity, and that he has been in every famous band from the Beatles to
oh my God.
So
he's probably in his 20s. Right.
Yeah, he's actually 30 in his 30s, I believe.
But so he couldn't have been in the Beatles.
Not a bad person though.
Couldn't have been in the Beatles if that were the case. He's too young.
Unfortunately, he is a person with mental stuff, and he's not getting fixed. And once again, we're not making fun of people's mentality and them not taking care of themselves. What we're doing is listening to just sputtering insanity. And yes, Tony, if there's no way you're gonna hear this, but if you ever do, please go and see a therapist. Please go try to get somebody to give you a prescription or something, and please stay on it. But anyways,
Yeah.
here is breaking into him. Yeah, the satellite man lasers his teeth and chokes
Oh my
his.
gosh.
And I have the thing that's going to say pretty much exactly that right now. So here we blow. The dirty satellite controllers are hurting people is the first thing we're going to
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good. Everybody knows when a satellite controller is hitting people in their face and teeth, they're trying to knock out their teeth. You know that, right?
That's the first fucking 9 seconds of this video. That's the first 9 seconds that just came.
Are you
There's no
kidding
preface.
me?
There's no preface. He did not tell you anything prior to anything of this unless you've already watched his stuff. This is how crazy this is going to get. Immediately in the first 9 seconds, he just said that. Yes, have I sped up the video? Totally. Once. The 1.25 or whatever. But the first milliseconds into the video, he says, just wait. You're welcome, everybody.
Okay.
I want to say, here's your sign, but I don't know
Here's your
that,
sign. There you go.
I think then we should do is this.
Alrighty then.
And
Are any
you'll
of those
know why I
copyrighted?
said that. Listen, what is?
Well, like there's your sign.
Well, if I think I can use that milliseconds of stuff, I think that's still legal. It's only like 15 seconds or 10 seconds or something that then it gets. But if I use 3 seconds of something, I think it's okay. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Let's blow on. I'm gonna grab another burr because I definitely need more alcohols
Get a
to
burr.
listen to this.
Go get your
And
burr.
we'll stop this as soon as I get back. And you're welcome, everybody, once again. And thank you, Mango, for rebringing him back up because
oh my god,
somebody else used to cover him. And I forgot about him for a second. And then Mango brought him up a couple weeks ago. And I was like, oh, my Jeebus. Okay, we do have to delve into this. So thank you, Mango. I love you. And I'm Mango. Look, I'm Mango.
And we all love the mangoes.
Oh, yeah?
You're violating dentist protection laws in America, government, man. I don't know what kind of teeth you got or how many teeth you got. I have all my teeth. My teeth are documented in the Royal Protocol and on dental x-rays.
Who the hell knows?
Why do you think you have a right poaching or stealing a person's teeth?
No one's doing that.
Trying to change their identity?
Oh, this is the
What
tooth
race are
fairy
you?
thing,
They're still hitting me in the jaw right here. They have not stopped. What race are you, governor? Who are you to steal another ethnicity person's teeth or another religion's teeth?
It's only one small branch of the fairies that do that. So, like,
Right.
I don't know what he's.
Why
getting at
does
there.
it have to? Why do you have to put it that way, you weirdo? Who are the people that you think is another race that's stealing your teeth? Is it the Jews, maybe? Like that's what's so weird about the way he's putting that. He's like, why does another
I
race
thought it
have
was
to steal?
I thought it was the tooth fairies.
Oh, I don't know. It's
Well,
just
no,
very
no,
bizarre.
no. He
I
is
always
one
felt
of
like
those.
tooth fairy thing was more of a voluntary.
Yeah,
A
you're not forced to
voluntary
give
type
up
of
your
scenario.
teeth to the tooth fairy.
Wait! In the
You
middle of
don't
the night,
have
the tooth.
to.
Wait, in the middle of the night, the tooth fairy doesn't just yank out your teeth and you wake up
Nope.
with just blood everywhere and your tooth
Nope.
laying on your chest.
Not in,
not how that
not
works.
in almost
to me 3
all of
times.
the tooth fairy lore.
I knew it was my brother. I'm just kidding. Anyways, he's like, no, the tooth fairy last night. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, like he is racist, obviously, and that is like part of some of the weird crap because he says that he is born into the most famous family of this and that, and then these other people from other blah 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 are trying to steal his fame, and he is. Anyways, let's keep blowing on a little bit more
His
before
teeth
we
are
get into
registered
the
under the Royal Protocol, as he said.
Right?
You know, Me too.
As soon as you're born, the royal
My
palace
God,
has a tooth engraver come in, and they engrave every single one of your teeth and numbered and a signature. So
This guy is obsessed with being pegged as gay. I swear to God.
No, dude, his name is I've never been gay, not
Yeah.
once or something.
And his
like
about
that,
page
as hard as
says,
the name.
how you doing, friendly people? I am not gay, not never, 2 exclamation
Yeah.
points. Then
So-
his YouTube channel is
The
at
double
his
negative
handle
spell.
is Tony Chase is but the way he did it. Tony Chase, it's supposed to be I'm, but he goes Tony Chase, I am not gay, not never, 2043.
Okay, so to give
He
you back
really is
reference,
pushing that.
and to give you back reference to that, it was a thing.
Yeah.
He had a troll that kept coming on and getting
Right.
into his side chat saying, I have proof you're gay and that you had sex with men and blah, 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 yakety
Okay.
schmackety, allegedly. And so he, because of his mental state that he's in, he put that and he's
Paranoia.
never let it go. And he's never let it
Gotcha.
go.
Gotcha.
Even though, guess what, Tony? It's okay to be gay.
Paranoia.
Being bisexual and having sex with men and women, especially not especially, but together and or having an orgy or being open with your sexuality, no matter what
Right.
it is, it's okay, homie. Let it go. I've had sex with lots of different people in different times. It's okay. Nobody's gonna nobody's gonna hurt you because of it. It's okay to be gay.
Consenting adults.
Well, depends on what part of the US you live in. In some parts,
yes,
but
there are
what
places
we're
where you can be
saying-
stoned to death, but you know.
Yeah, well, I
Or
mean,
thrown
I get
from the roof,
in which
but
case,
we
definitely
won't go
keep that
there.
keep that
Or
under your
bridge.
hat. If your life is in danger, definitely be safe.
Well, that's why we need to have more openness talking like what we're doing right now. That's why I'm
Mhm.
telling Tony it's okay to be gay
There's
because
nothing
we
wrong
live in
with
the
it.
Americas. And if you want a dick in your butt or you want it in your hand or in your mouth
Or wherever.
or in your
Yep.
ear,
just call Slim.
If two adults, call me. But if if 5 adults consentingly get together
99.
and put things in different places with enough lube, then why not? And if they want to film it and then put it online, then that's a whole nother thing too. Like, why not do things, you weirdos? Like, I've had so much fun. And if you follow me on Facebook, I just posted 2 photos of me at a fetish photo shoot that I did 10 years ago. Like, be open. Like, there's no reason to be scared and to be closed off.
Excuse me.
The only thing I can kind of understand is if you're married to somebody and you've been together for a hot minute and
Right.
you've never divulged those just because recently in the recent future, the recent times, some of those things are more okay. So I can kind of get if you're in a marriage and you're like, I'm bisexual,
You're scared,
or,
right?
like,
Yeah.
you don't want to ruin the marriage because there's 4 kids and you're putting 2 through college and 2 other ones are going to high school or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're like, okay, well, I get 3 more years until I have to wait until I tell them that, you know what? I really like a dick and a pussy at the same time or something. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, at the same time, you.
I mean, that's where I'm at in life. Is I just
Mhm.
want. And never mind. We'll talk about it later. Mango.
Okay, so what pussy are we gonna trap for this one?
And well, it matters
I'm down.
because you are definitely further away. I mean, it's gonna be easier for me. And never mind. I'm just joking. I have no plans of getting laid anytime soon. Anyways, let's
Slim,
go on.
I think you touched on something really important there, Slim, and I don't know if anybody's
I
thought
hope
of this,
it's the
but you
clit.
suggested. Well, it might
Ooh.
have been, but you came up with that wild idea about like filming it and putting it on the internet. I wonder if anybody's thought of that.
What?
I don't think anybody has.
That could be a
Nah,
money
probably
making
not.
opportunity.
Yeah.
I think.
Nah.
Like,
Hey, I should
I think
make
that could catch
a
on if you,
website I
you
should make a
should.
website and maybe it should be called OnlyFans and I could sell sex on that website.
There you go. Hey, no one's ever done that yet. Go for it.
That's not
like
a thing.
that is. I just thought that was a world beating
Oh
idea.
wait!
Like,
No! How
What?
would you call that? Like if you record your sex, how would you call that?
We would call that prawn. It's prawn.
Oh, okay. So like if you put all that stuff together, where it all comes together, would that not be like a hub or something?
Oh, it could be a prawn of the hub. It'd be a prawn hub.
Yeah,
It's a
prawns.
prawn, yeah.
Yeah,
Watch
it's
out for
not.
prawns.
It's not just for shrimp fishermen anymore.
Exactly. Totally. All right. So, hey, spooky bed hair. Welcome.
Spooky bed hair.
Our
Spooky hair.
Good to see
apologies
you
for
again.
this. Our apologies.
And if we have to blame anybody, it's obviously Hunter Biden's hog. The whole reason any of this started is all
Well,
Yeah.
we kind of have to blame someone else, but he ain't here. Fucking cunt.
Yes, enthusiastic consent is pretty hot. That's exactly what we always say.
Oh, like
all right.
there's nothing
Oh my
hotter
God,
than
this
consent.
guy.
Sorry, but
I know. I love our
It's
new
hot.
pseudo troll. I guess he wouldn't be a troll, just a fun sock account.
a dick
or
around.
Somebody having fun. Yeah, and it's
Just a
it's
dick
fun.
around.
Okay, so let's blow on just a tiny bit more with this.
She posted it again, so I'm gonna just fucking mention it again. Please
Yes.
help Mango out a little bit. The little man has been in the hospital and has had seizures, and those meds are not cheap, and I believe they're not covered for her. So yeah,
I'll do shots.
Please.
I'll do shots for Mango. So if you send money,
it's the fucking US of A where she lives. So yeah.
Where we don't have free health care because of a
Tell
bunch
me
of
about
douche
it.
nozzles in our country that believe that not everybody should get everything free. Only the blah 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 should get it for free, not the
only Slim should get it.
It's really unfortunate that it should be that way, but if anybody can help, it's awesome if they can.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Okay,
but
so
yeah.
let's blow on. Let's blow on a little bit more with him, just to let you know exactly kind of
Oh
who
my
he is.
God.
And then
I'm looking at his
we're
page,
going to get-
Slim. He's a
I
real.
know.
Woo!
No, I know. And that's why we're going. That's why we're going over him. That's
Wow.
like you all asked me for in the community post. I said, "What do you all want me to keep going over?" And you said, "Crackpot conspiracies." And this is what we go over for this is the crackpottiest of the conspiracy.
He has
theorists.
got an obsession with satellites. I'll tell you, his controller.
No, just wait. He's gonna say it 20 more times in the next 20 seconds before we
Yeah,
even get
all right, I
further
won't
into
spoil it.
And then
Oh,
wait
so
until we
much.
get into his New Year's Eve thing about
Oh.
how he owns Ballet Pizza, or that Ballet Pizza is thanking people for the world not. Anyways, I'm not spoiling it, so here we
Okay,
go.
but I just want to point
Who
out
the
some of
fuck-
these pots are not cracked. They're smashed into like
Yes,
tiny little like
the-
mosaic style pieces.
Yeah, well, when you put into the AI algorithm cracked pots, they only want destroyed pots. They didn't fucking make them cracked like I want.
Right.
Lazy to go in with Photoshop and put cracks into them because I'm fucking lazy. All right.
You think
Thanks
this
for
guy's
calling
a
me
this,
out, Al.
Well, I know this guy isn't a. Well, it'd be nice if he was just AI, but I think this is a real person.
No,
I don't
he
think-
is, and he's.
I don't
been
think
doing this
I don't
for
think AI is
years now.
sophisticated enough to be this
No,
insane yet.
no, it's not.
No. And we've
Sadly,
been
he
going
is.
over him for years. Mama, when did
Mm-hmm.
he start his YouTube channel? Because I think you already have that up, right?
Let me look.
So yeah, no, he's been doing this for years.
July 21st, 2018.
Yeah, we've been going over him for the last 2 years. My ex, that I won't name, and when we were doing Conspira Nuts, right? Isn't that what we had for her channel? It was Conspira Nuts or something like that. So now I'm doing it for my channel, which is Crackpot Conspiracies. I had to change it. It was not.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
That's yeah.
let's keep
Well,
going.
yeah,
on.
you want to.
Are you to try to steal my teeth? There's term limits in America.
Okay, so if you eat a whole bunch of horrible stuff, and or you like don't brush your teeth, and or you don't,
Nobody told
and
them
even
about
if you
brushing teeth.
And even
Nobody
if
told
you
them
do
about
brush your teeth, people still lose their teeth. Like certain people's genes, you're born with horrible teeth. Like, not to be a dick, some people just unfortunately.
Some people have. I have bad teeth. My mother had bad teeth. It's in my DNA.
There's a couple of my exes. There's a handful of other people that I know. For my homie Red, he came over one day and he already has like 5 teeth that were like out of his head that got pulled. He comes over and he goes, "Here, I have this bottle of vodka and I need you to pull out my tooth, Slim." He's like, "I know you can do it." He's like, "If anybody can do this, you can pull my fucking tooth out of my head." And it was like one of the front teeth too. It was one of these teeth. I know molars are technically harder, but like the side teeth are easier to pull.
Yeah.
The side teeth
My
are
dentist told
easier
me
to
one time
pull.
that if the roots are like
Alive.
like a cone shape and together down, it's easier to pull them. Sometimes they're splayed out. Those are harder to pull.
Split.
That's
split,
right.
a
Yeah,
split.
yeah. You got to be careful at how splayed they are. That's for sure.
Yeah. And I kind of understood to some extent that bullshit, but so I had him drink a couple fucking shots. I had him drink a couple beers, and I had the pliers, and I was waiting for him to like not notice. And so after a while, he's like, "Slim, you're a bitch. You're not gonna fucking do this." And blah blah blah. Yeah, I thought Slim was fucking hardcore, and but I'm like, just wait. Just wait. Just wait. There's
more.
So we were outside, and he was smoking a cigarette, and I'm like, "Red," and he turns to me, and I just plug the freaking pliers and I clamp it and I just smack my hand down and it just pops his fucking tooth out. I'm like, "See, motherfucker, don't call me a pussy until you fucking figure out when I'm gonna do it." Because I was waiting for you to not notice, because that's it, you don't want to tense up for that, or you know. And then also after you call me a bitch, cool, your tooth is coming out, homie. Don't worry about that. Like,
I got you, homie. Don't worry.
You're not worried about hurting him anymore. Bucks at you until it comes out.
And that's what she said. Anyways, but you know, like that teeth are not, don't just fall out of your fucking head. There's no way for anybody to ionize.
No, they don't. They just don't fall out.
They can't laser. You can't laser them out of people's faces. You can't use a laser to deteriorate teeth.
No,
it is called aging. You not brushing enough, or you not understanding that your DNA. Like if he actually knew who his mother and father were, which I don't believe he does. I think he was in an orphanage at a young age, and he's making up who he thinks his parents are.
So he doesn't know any of his medical background then, pretty much.
No. And so he's making up his everything so that he can feel important, because a lot of delusional people, unfortunately, that is part of what they do. Like people who believe they have lived past lives. Nobody ever says, "Oh, I was the shit cleaner of the fucking king. Oh, I was the ass wiper of blah. Oh, I was the fucking, the horrible."
They at least be
the worst.
Connected to the king. It's not like, "Oh yeah, I was John Nobody."
Exactly. I was the guy who put the horse's shoes on the horses or whatever. I was the person who cleaned the bathrooms, or I was the no, everybody's like, "I was the most important whatever, or I was the king or queen or blah blah." Not everybody.
If there's nothing important about you at this point in life, then
well, that's the problem with conspiracy theorists, and also people that believe or want to believe they're being fed the knowledge of God, and God is giving the premonitions and or saying, "Here is what's going to happen," and blah blah blah, yakety schmackety. Okay, we're waiting, Ollieman. We're waiting. I'm waiting.
So you're the teeth missing thing. Yeah, sometimes there's just nothing you can do about it.
Yeah,
I brush twice a day. I've never had a cavity in my life. Nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like my gums, the bones up here just couldn't keep holding the teeth, and they just came out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
So
for me, the thing is like, one of my teeth like never got an adult tooth in.
Mhm.
So yeah, that baby tooth, like that kind of rotted away at some point because like it's not meant for this long of a lifetime.
Right.
Do you know how weird it, yeah, exactly. You know how weird it is for these things to be a thing? Almost
I want to
bone,
see.
but not actually bone, that's like being liquidized always, and then there's acidity from just your mouth cleaning itself, and then if you puke, and then this and that, and then you're eating things, and then it gets stuck inside.
And then if you have
dude,
if you don't make enough saliva, that can contribute to bad teeth as well.
Teeth rotting, gingivitis, or right, the bad smell.
Cavities,
if it's
pretty much.
yeah. And
then that leads to everything else.
You need certain bacteria, and you need certain things, and this and that, and there's this weird ebb and flow of all of this. Like, it's not simple process that your fucking mouth works.
I'm surprised you didn't bring this up, because you did that episode just a month or two ago, wasn't it? About the regrowing teeth.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we were more
medicine coming to regrow teeth.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. We should get like a shark gun so that people can just keep having row after row.
Sharks never always have teeth growing. That's right.
There is supposedly a thing coming in the future, but it's still being tested, that we went
like
over
a gene splicing
a few
thing,
months
or
ago. Well, no, it's a thing you can
it's
just
medicine.
you can just it's a medicine, and
it's like a tooth-growing medicine.
You can put it on the tooth, and it will help regrow it. So
well,
I mean,
from what I understood, from what I read, you grew a second set of teeth.
Oh, that's
and
right.
it
Yeah, okay.
re-triggers that process and grows you a third set
like
of teeth.
the same as what you went through in like childhood. That is super weird.
Oh, can you imagine teething more than once? Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
I
don't want to go through this again.
I'd go through it right
My
quick,
wisdom
but I don't
teeth
even
were
think I
bad
have
enough.
Bone left.
I would do it with. I would.
But then again, now you would understand what's happening.
Yeah.
And like, and like, if the pain is bad, like you could have like something to numb the pain.
Was it? I mean,
it's going to be more like when it was in your teens, so it's not going to be like baby teeth.
It's like when you're 10, not like it's going to be like from like 6 to 10 or whatever. Whenever you swap them out, it's not going to be like the
So, anyways, let's get into Tony telling us about how Happy New Year from Ballet Pizza, which is a company that doesn't exist, and we have no idea why he is saying this. And just listen.
Ballet, BALLET.
Hello, people, and Happy New Year's and Happy Holidays in the future too, and Happy New Year 2023 from my Ballet Pizza company, and friendly acknowledgments in reference to
There's
people
no
in the
such
media
thing
that know
as
me,
Ballet
and celebrities
Pizza.
that know me. Most people know I'm a hermaphrodite since the day I was born.
So he's a hermaphrodite since the day he was born. Just hold on. We're gonna go back.
He's claiming he has been.
Just listen. Here we go.
Wasn't
that's why I said
his parents
trying to
were
clarify.
hermaphrodites?
So he claims that his parents have been everything from reptilian to this and that. But anyways, we were going back to listening to what he's gonna say again. And again, there's no such thing as Ballet Pizza in New York.
Right.
If you look up LLCs, if you look up corporations, if you look up anything that is a business there's no such thing in that area.
It's a hell of a euphemism.
Called that.
I'm seeing no Ballet Pizza anywhere.
Yeah, again.
It's not even in the Urban Dictionary or anything.
It's probably one location.
There's no reference that I can find of it as of the last time I looked.
Right.
And anyways, let's go blow on. So here he says that his company is blah blah blah. Let's keep listening.
Me and celebrities that know me. Most people know I'm a hermaphrodite.
Oh, there's celebrities that know him.
And in reference to music industries, movies, television, modeling industry, ballet, of course. In reference to information, my ballet company says hello and Happy New Year's to everybody and their families and people in friendly countries around the world. Lots of things of importance, and hope everybody has a good Happy New Year and future.
Oh, he has a ballet company.
Yeah, but he says it's called Ballet Pizza. It says it in this video's thing and then stuff. But again, I've never found anything that can prove that there is.
Right.
Oh my Jeebus. Okay. We're gonna go into this one, even though like they are referencing something weird.
7 billion poop.
Okay. So everybody go to Angus the Duck, their channel, and go give them some love. We're going to be using their content today, which we've used in the past, and they've been awesome to not copyright claim us. And after this, we're going to talk about how Bigfoot used this man to grow a baby, to have a baby. Let's talk about that later.
I'm sorry, you said Bigfoot?
We'll get there in a second.
All right.
Yes.
I know, just trying to clarify.
That's a lot of shit. So watch
to know
this,
which
watch
cryptid
this.
is involved. That's all.
Well, I mean, hey, it could be a
Also,
Mothman. I'm just kidding.
If Dave's still here, hail Bigfoot.
Dave's not here, man.
Dave's not here.
Dave's not. Yeah, but hail Bigfoot. Anyways, so let's blow on with this. So listen to what this douche nozzle says.
7 billion poops. That's a lot of poops. Where are they putting it?
TikTok conspiracy theorist.
So when you have a septic system, not just a sewage system, there is all hail Bigfoot, and then hey Lucifer. Anyways, when you have a septic system, it breaks down those things, and then it goes into certain types of sewage. And then there are also septic systems in towns and cities that break things down further into that, and then they're supposedly made into potable water, or water that can be used on lawns and other things like that, or that it goes further down the stream systems, right, or into the oceans or something.
Quite a process here that's involved.
Yeah.
I won't go into all the details, but yeah,
I think I went through the whole thing technically, right? Each house
you did a very good job glossing over it. Yes.
Sure. That's all.
That's all we need. We don't need the gory details.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
the water,
yeah. So technically,
the water eventually you end up drinking it again. That's the
water.
Well,
the water cleaning system, that is an interesting and involved process, especially over here, because it's not like we have because the water we actually process and comes out of our tap again is actually drinkable.
Yeah, ours is too. It's
yeah. Oh yeah. You're not America.
I don't know what they do in America.
I would not. But anyways,
keep buying it in bottles from us. I'm not really sure.
But anyways, so let's blow on with this idiot who he's going to explain how he doesn't understand how the world works, obviously, because
a group of people that provide me both great entertainment and great mental pain. Mainly the second one, though. Now, we have seen a lot of different conspiracy theories come from many different TikTok we're going to look at might just be my favorite thus far. Now, some of you might remember this guy, Mario D. And therefore, it's just a phony. It's a phony big thing in the sky that we made up. Well, today, he's come back with a new one about how poop, human waste, is not real. Something about how all of these poops just don't add up. No, I'm really not joking. That's what we're talking about.
Oh,
apparently,
this idiot,
we're not
Mario.
actually pooping, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, back. It's Mario, idiot. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, we were gonna go over how
Mario
he
the
doesn't
plumber?
believe women are fake. Women
No.
are real. I don't know. Anyways.
Ghost?
Where does it go?
I've never been more convinced.
He literally doesn't understand. Yeah, watch.
I'm a pipe fitter. I'm a sprinkler fitter. I know systems. Okay, I'm kind of a plumber sometimes. I can change a toilet. I don't know where shit goes.
So if you were a plumber and you say you don't know where shit goes,
know where it goes,
then you're not a plumber, you dick cheese. If you don't know where shit goes,
sewer or a
no. If you don't know that, then you're not human.
You don't have to know how the entire sewage and treatment system works to be a plumber.
Obviously it works.
But you gotta understand the concept.
Interesting thing.
But obviously it works, because if it didn't work, then it wouldn't work, you idiot. Like that, you're a dumb cunt.
And if it ain't real, then look into
What happens when it backs up? We can find a video right now of sewage systems backing up, floods happening, and them causing roads to collapse, and a handful of other things that happen because too much water or things being overloaded or them getting clogged up or blah blah blah. So just because your smug ass didn't fucking look this up, or you don't understand the concept of how things actually work because you fixed 2 toilets in your whole entire life, you fucking douche, doesn't mean
as I
you
recall,
fucking know
he's done a
anything.
few videos on this subject. This is not the first time he's done a video on this.
Yeah, and this is one of the stupider ones.
Where does it go?
Wow, I've never been more convinced of.
Where does it go? There's a sewage hole system. 7 billion people. Yeah.
Some people take more than one. That's 7 billion. Do you know what 100 people looks like? Have you seen the pile of one?
Yes, that's why that was such a big problem back in the olden days.
Jesus Christ. It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
This is the same video, just rehashed. He's done this exact thing about how much poop we all do and everything else, and that he's just rehashing old crap. Literally,
okay, he's just trying to.
Yeah, and he doesn't know that
he's
it
the
does
one.
get
He's
rehashed.
the one who said he doesn't believe in the sun. He doesn't believe in the sun.
Yes.
He doesn't believe women are real. He doesn't believe.
He's like Hans Wormhat. He's just doing it for to be stupid.
No,
for clicks and views is what he's doing.
Ultimate contrarian.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anyways,
Marion the contrarian.
Let's get. Let's get into this gentleman who said that he had Bigfoot.
Used me to have a baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait,
is this the guy?
Own baby?
What's his name?
I
Slim. What's his channel name?
Give me a second. I was gonna do this before, but I forgot about it. And then Mama, I think it was you, right?
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, you said, "Hey, do this on this dude." And so I think you were the one who.
I can't remember his name, but if he's the guy I'm thinking of, has an actual supposedly has a Bigfoot foot or something, but you could tell it's like a plaster cast sculpture or something.
Yeah. He goes by Peter Kane Dog Training.
Okay.
And he does dog training videos, but he does things that are conspiratorial like this. So dearly below.
Okay, it may not be the same
guy. At least
guy,
it's not his whole thing.
I think, Mama, you were the one who brought me onto this, and if not,
maybe, there was another guy. I don't know if it's him or somebody else, but he's like a sculptor or something. So I don't know if it's the same guy. It's been a while since I've seen the other guy's videos.
Anyways, let's blow on with this.
This is where it happened this spring, and I come back here because I want to conquer my fears. I never come back here without a gun or without a dog. I have Jupiter with me. And now Jupiter doesn't seem real big, but he's a tough dog, and all Bigfoot and Sasquatch are afraid of dogs. This is a fact. Look, I was molested. I was molested by a Sasquatch.
Sorry, dude, but why you don't have your gun holster?
Okay.
Why don't you fucking have your gun holster?
I don't know because he's an idiot. But anyways,
mental illness.
Well, what kind of a gun is he carrying? Like, is he hunting?
350. I don't know. It looks like a long.
The revolver. I mean, that's weird to walk around with a revolver.
Here's what struck me. Right now, his dog doesn't seem very big, but he's tough. So does his dog actually get big at other times? Like Clifford? But who knows?
Yeah.
Clifford.
Okay, so
I thought Clifford stayed one size.
Clifford's a
after
big red
he-
dog.
He does.
Yeah, but he grew from a puppy and then stayed at the big size, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because of love, yes.
Like Clifford wasn't like a Hercules type of situation where you put on the ring and all of a sudden you like change into something else.
But it's like, does this dog go Hulk all of a sudden?
Yeah, Hulk. Like, what was the other one? He-Man. He-Man went from being like
He-Man, when he had his
like
sword.
a milquetoast to being like he had his
whatever.
pet tiger.
Oh,
Hulk,
yeah.
like,
the tiger.
all you had to do was say by the power of Grayskull.
Listen,
Anyways.
Al,
Well,
I had those action figures. All you did was take off the jacket and put on the other thing, right? The metal thing.
Yeah.
It was the same guy. He never changed shape.
He never changed
size.
shape. But
Yes,
in the
anyways,
cartoon, he got a little
Okay,
bit bigger
all right.
and tougher. Like,
Didn't he? No, I don't think he did.
no,
He was always the
okay.
same size.
Anyway,
he changed.
Hold on.
thought he
Anyway, we're
changed.
here to hear this.
No, we're here to talk about He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
I have
in your
the
own
power.
time. On your own time.
Anyways,
Okay, Ollie, we'll do a show. We'll do a special He-Man show.
What he says.
You go do that over in
Yes,
Canada.
this is the same
Look, I
guy.
was
Thank you,
molested.
Captive
I was
Desk.
molested by a Sasquatch. It's a fact. And hearing all this in the news of like
the
Al
same guy then.
Franken and Roy Moore and Donald Trump, it just brings it all back.
What the fuck does
I
that have
got
to do with
PTSD,
anything?
so I'm watching TV and I see this about our president molesting people, and I'm thinking, I've been molested. You know, nobody wants to help me. I've been molested by a Sasquatch, and I know a lot of people are saying that it wasn't a female Sasquatch, that it was a male Sasquatch, and it wasn't. It was a female. I'm not gay. I'm not.
Oh my god!
But
Is this
how?
guy-
Sorry, but
I
how
think he's a
is
performance
being
artist or
molested
something.
by-
I don't know.
Is this the same guy?
It's fake. It's fake.
I think
that
it's the
said,
same
I'm
guy.
Definitely not gay. Not never been gay.
No, it's not the same
this is
guy.
a
No,
Oh,
no,
it's
no.
the same
No, it's
guy that
different.
Dave's
But
talking
I think
about.
he's
in the
more. He
chat.
does this like almost seems like for performance art or something, or he's kind of a
I
comedian
mean-
too or something. Yeah.
I mean, it's better. It's better than
Mhm.
some other shit I've seen recently.
Okay, so yes, and so let's just hear the rest of the idiocracy out of this dude's mouth.
Nothing like that happened. It was a female Sasquatch. I didn't want it to
Yeah, it had a 6-inch clit that they put inside of my butthole, but it was totally a female.
happen.
Yeah,
I
no,
was
but
back here
also,
minding
like,
my own
if-
business, looking for my dog.
If you're being
I was
molested by somebody of the same sex, that does not make you gay. That might
No.
make the other person
No.
gay or just a cunt. But
Let's get this straight. Molestation's has nothing to do with sex. It's about power.
It
Yeah,
is.
of course.
It's
Usually
fucking.
Nothing to do with
is
sex
major
whatsoever.
part.
It's
Yeah,
gross and
definitely.
weird, and it shouldn't
Yes.
be done. But
Mhm.
yes, not.
Anyways,
Yeah.
So, anyways, the way that he's describing this is very weird, and it doesn't seem to be. It's more like what he imagined in his head, like in a dream or some kind of weird fantasy for him. And he just wants to dispel that he isn't gay, even though he dreams about having Sasquatch bend him over and poke him in the butthole.
I was looking for my dog, and it's like she barreled out of the bushes and knocked me over and started pulling my pants off. You know, it felt good. I admit it felt good. I blew my load. It's horrible. I don't know how I'm gonna get over that.
Why did you look at your dog right after that, you weirdo? What the
This is. Oh my gosh.
He's on the wrong forum though. Shouldn't he be writing like to Penthouse letters? Come on now.
I don't know if they still do that.
he
Do
should
they?
be
I don't
on,
know. I don't know.
I don't.
Twitter's had sex with
Penthouse emails.
Sasquatch had sex with Sasquatch or something thread or something.
No,
Has
this
anyone,
is
like, checked
definitely
with
a
the-
performance he's doing.
Why are we not? Why did you make us look at your dog like this while you're saying
It's
this?
a cute doggy.
Choopy, what am I gonna
The
do?
dog's looking at him
Why
like,
it
dude,
is-
what
why
are
are
you
we doing
crying
this?
for?
He ain't
I think the
crying.
dog
That's
was molested
dog
too.
during this.
The only thing that I could do is keep coming back here.
You kept coming back there because you wanted to get molested again? Because that's the only reason you would keep going back. If you got
man.
raped somewhere, would you not want to ever go back
No,
there?
exactly.
I haven't.
That's why I
mean,
don't go back to church.
Right?
That goddamn priest.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Good.
One
good
day I'm gonna
fucking
see
point.
that Sasquatch. I'll see that.
And does anybody ever hold their gun like this?
No.
If you are
No.
a real gun owner,
And the
you
fact that he's
never-
moving it like that, no, he is not. No.
No, this
That's
is
what
weird.
I'm saying.
Nobody does
This
that.
is somebody who's not a real gun owner. You don't wave your pistol or your revolver.
You wouldn't be
around
holding it
like
like
but,
that
but
because
then
if you
again, there is a lot of bad gun owners.
I mean, he
thing
could
is-
he could actually own one and be an idiot.
the thing
That's
is if he's
unfortunate.
right-handed the way he's
but-
holding it, there's no way he can use it against somebody in a split second.
No.
yeah. So what I was getting
No,
at is
you'd have
if
it
you
bolstered.
hold on.
left
So
his
what I
pocket.
was getting at is if you are not trained to use that weapon, then your punk
Right.
ass may be doing this. Obviously,
Mhm.
he's not trained in
Yeah.
using that weapon properly.
Right.
We should have another
and
show
most
about
Americans
that.
are not properly taught how to use their weapon. They don't understand the concept of only point something at something if you're intending
Intend to shoot it. Mhm.
Kill it.
and
That's right.
or kill.
Kill
to
or
end it.
destroy.
Yes, exactly. So that's the way you're supposed to. So you're supposed to never point things that ways. You do down to the ground or up in the sky. And literally, if you have a long barrel, never point it towards the ground because a lot of weird ricochets can happen. Try to more point it up into the sky or around that because if
like when my husband was younger,
like the area where he is now, I would say point down because the bullet will go in the ground, and if you shoot
and
up,
it's
it will come
swampy
down
and it's
somewhere.
muddy.
It will come down somewhere.
Yes.
So,
like when my husband was younger, he used to hunt, and he would walk down the street with his gun in his arm, but he would have it open. It was like a shotgun. He would have it open, walking with it open.
And if you have a one shot, you keep it fucking the bolt open. If you have guns that or let's say a Glock or other things, if you keep the clip out and you have it holstered, people can see that it doesn't have anything. Can there be one in the chamber? Yes, technically, but
if it's a handgun and you have the safety on and you have it holstered, then that's okay as well. You know,
right.
Well,
and like one thing I do have to say, like what a lot of Americans do to carry one more bullet is have one chambered.
You're supposed to not.
Like I've never used a real gun, but that just logic says that's the most stupid thing you can do.
Yes, it is.
Yes, of course. And so anyways, if you actually knew what you were doing, you dumb cunt, which I'm talking about the person on the screen right now, you would not be holding it this way. And even if it is a revolver, you do not handle this type of weapon this way, no matter what. You were not taught properly, or you completely forgot what your grandpa and your father told you on how to use this thing. And that's a major reason why we need more people to be going to the gun range constantly and to be using I want people to be using their firearms way more in a range.
Right.
Because then you understand how to use it, and then you're more on point. Or, yes, some weirdos can get the thing in their brain where like they're going to be the good guy that's going to take out the blah 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 yakety schmackety. That's normally not what's going to happen. But if everybody is mainly trained or they have enough range time, then I feel way safer. And I wish there
and
was
you're also going to
that.
get it like the more you do it, the more things are more second nature to you.
Exactly.
It's all going to be muscle memory.
And one of the other major things that's happening and that we had to deal with when we had black powder rifles and pistols is malfunctions happen a bunch. And so if you don't know what happens when a misfire happens, or if something isn't cleaned properly, how it will cause a reaction for it to explode more or for it to fail more. So the more that you know about it's just like your telescope. The more that you know about it, the more that you did the research, the more that you have the pamphlets and to look into how to actually
the more you know how to use it and get the right pictures.
Yeah, now you're gonna fucking get it to work. It's just like any type of scientific or medical equipment. The more you know about
any equipment,
the more that you can.
If you would read your instructions for your P1000, like it's not to take pictures of stars
or anything further than 100 feet.
You can, but they're not. You can, but they're not like in a telescope. But you can get them in focus and everything. Yeah,
because their sensor their sensors are they're only made for
they're not good.
They're horrible. There are so many other things.
The zoom is good, but
that doesn't matter. The sensor that
it's about the sensor
to take in the light is not great, and that's the major.
You don't have to explain that to me.
Yeah, and I'm sure that we don't have to explain that to anybody. Okay, so literally that's the end of this. Like there's nothing.
No, he just oh my god, It just seems like performance art with this guy, you know?
Yeah. Okay. So
Anyway.
let's go to should we do vegan teacher or should we do
Oh dear God, her.
Oh, just like the other day, like yesterday, I was just scrolling through TikTok, and I ended up on one of her live streams.
Oh my God.
So I had to put in all the meat emojis.
I've actually watched her TikToks where she is deleting comments as people are making them on the side chats.
She totally does that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Okay.
Charles, you do not know the vegan teacher?
Just wait. Just wait. Let's get into just a tiny bit of this. And then
the last 3 hours, my front yard has become a meeting ground for every child. There are about 8 different families in my front yard right now. So if you hear screaming in the background or somebody crashing and breaking a bone of people, and then once she learns a person.
Hold on.
She's awful. She is awful to people.
She is. I think she's one of the most horrible people in the fucking world.
She's lost, I think, a couple of TikTok channels and stuff like that, and always come back. But yeah. She did a thing to the I think what caused her to get off, was it YouTube or was it TikTok, when she did an anagram of the bad N-word that black people were called?
Yeah.
Yeah. TikTok's like, nope.
Nope, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She made it stand for something. Yeah. Like, nope.
Okay, let's see. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm scared.
Oh, yeah,
I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm really scared to like play some of these things. Look at some of this.
LGBTQ.
All Jews and Palestinians should survive to be vegan.
Should strive to be vegan. Yeah.
What? I'm scared. I'm scared to fucking play
No,
this.
I know. This is why you shouldn't play that.
She
She's
feels
stupid.
so much better than anybody else. Like
music by the vegan teacher and the TikTok now and blah 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 blah. Yeah, like. Okay,
don't do any of her music, please. It is so cringe. Oh.
I know, but this is the safest thing I feel like we can watch, though. Because I can't do that. Hitler was a nice guy. We can't do that. I mean,
what the fuck?
She's so stupid.
Oh,
okay,
probably
I guess we're doing
because
it.
like,
okay,
yeah, I think he was vegan. So, yeah, of course, then you're a good person. You're vegan. Killing all the other people.
Okay, here we go. It's only a minute long. Here we go. It's only a minute long.
Right, let's look at a comment here that is in my comment section on my YouTube channel. This person says, the thing about her, meaning me, is that she only sees the bad side of people and not the good side. Like me, not vegan. I volunteer at an animal shelter every Saturday. Wow, what a nice person. So you volunteer at an animal shelter and then you go home to pay people to murder chickens, cows, and pigs, and then you shove them down your pie hole. Good work.
Citation needed. Nobody said that, you dumb cunt. How do you know this person actually eats meat?
Well, they said not a vegan, so
not
so
a vegan,
that,
but you can be you can be vegetarian and not eat that much meat.
How do you know they eat all the other meats? You don't know that, you dumb cunt. You don't know. You're just fucking
and also,
pushing it.
A tiger is such a bad animal because it kills other animals.
If other animals do it, it's okay.
She's
actually said that. She's actually said that. Yeah.
Like literally every animal eats other animals. There's very, very little animals that are truly vegetarian because we've seen cases of cows eating like birds or deers eating birds and a handful of other things. Like our assumption that things are things is completely that, just assumptions.
Right.
So and how else are we gonna sustain the world, you dumb cunt, if we don't keep doing this? There's no way there's no way for us to flip into veganism and only eating grains, rice, and kale and other things immediately. There's no way to flip that. We have to do this very slowly.
The other thing that gets me is she says animals are sentient beings, but plants aren't. Plants are
But they
sentient
have feelings. Yeah, they have feelings.
They may not
too.
have a face. They may not be able to talk to you or make a noise to you, but they are sentient. They're alive.
You know,
proof they talk to each other.
Yeah,
Yes.
you know when you've cut the grass and you have that smell.
Yes.
It's because
that's
they're
grass
crying.
tears.
Yeah,
That's
it's
grass
yeah,
letting other grass
exactly.
know what's going on. Yeah.
Exactly. So
grass telling other grass that there is danger.
yeah, so fuck you, bitch, because you don't understand the concept of how the world works because you're a twat whistle. So let's listen to this because it gets worse.
I mean, hey, after all, I agree with you. We should always see the good side of people. For example, Hitler. I mean, besides the fact that he murdered millions of innocent people, I'm sure he was deep down a good guy who said please and thank you once in a while. According to your logic, a person can murder and still be good. So, if your mom was kidnapped, raped, tortured, pinned down, forced to have her milk stolen, we should see the good in the person that did that because, maybe that week he held the door open for someone. Yep, extremely logical. Good work. Looking at the fact that you, like Hitler, are also good sometimes.
You know what? Watch the Iowa dairy farmer. He combats people like this, and he shows how happy his cows are, how they're not mistreated. They want to go get milked. You know what I'm saying? Nothing stolen from them.
There are now.
Of course, like we interfere in a natural process. That is true. And like otherwise it would be a calf that would be drinking the milk. That is true. But and yes, there are horrible farmers.
Yes.
But that's definitely not all farmers.
Yeah.
Anyways, so right quick, once again, there's no way for us to sustain us to be vegan or as of right now more sustaining on vegetables and fruits unless we change a bunch of things. But it's going to take a handful of years to get to that. But
And
just
there
because
are
you're
some proteins we have to get in. We can't get unless we eat meat.
But for things like that,
all you want, but there's some proteins you cannot get unless you eat.
And you cannot sustain that for millions of people as well. And that's the problem.
But then again, meat is not that.
It's a protein that we need from the
it's actually an uneconomic way of getting your food because you first have the plants and then you have the meat. Like it in that way it is more economic to just eat the plants.
She's not a real teacher.
That is a fact.
No, she's not.
Hey, Skits and Crusher.
And like,
hey, Skits.
Hey, Skitsy. Play it.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm doing now. Welcome, Skits. So anyways,
okay, Brainless is happy now.
Yes, so let's blow on to.
Sexy dude.
Yes, she's totally trash. Exactly, Timely. So anyways, let's blow on to Targeted Citizen 3.
After this idiot. Okay.
Yeah, after his court appearance from a traffic stop. So just listen to what he says after. And if you don't know who this gentleman is, he thinks that people are like stealing from his land out in the middle of 3 hours out of the way of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
He has a stepson, and a girlfriend. And the stepson is like 14, and he is teaching him how to be paranoid. And
how to be a dumbass.
It's crazy. I hope very soon somebody can get that child into a better place, but I am not here or there to figure out how to do that. We've already had other people try this, and I don't know why supposedly he still may be in contact with that child. But anyways, let's go on with this.
Here you guys, Targeted Citizen here.
Yep.
Looking here when I'll be looking here on there.
Yeah,
Wore out,
Jones
can't
always
focus, been a rough
following
day.
him.
Sweating my manhood off, soaking wet here, and it's got 9 degrees last night in North Carolina. Currently, it's about 32 in the foothills of North Carolina. Up here, using a chainsaw, cutting trees down. Been an interesting day. I don't know if you know from the past channels that I've had, I've done government accountability. I did First Amendment audits before it was actually a thing. Told you guys about a speeding ticket I got. I didn't know it, but it was November 28th. I got a speeding ticket. And the highway.
Wait, you didn't know that you got a speeding ticket? Wait, how did that happen? You
It
fucking
was probably one of
crackhead?
those cameras.
Might be.
Maybe, sure, maybe.
Or they have the
he
ones
lives in the
patrolled
middle
by
of nowhere.
air. They have those as well. We have those out here in some places.
Okay, we'll go with
Highway
that.
Patrol.
Air?
North Carolina Highway Patrol state
I
trooper
think he's just
pulled
delusional.
me, my son, and my daughter over, my little Ford Stranger. He said, he come up to the car. First, I'm not going to say anything incriminating because they watch my channel. But I look in my rearview mirror, and then I hear sirens. I don't know anything that's going on because I don't speed.
Uh-huh.
I can look at the tachometer in my Ranger and tell you exactly how I can just ride down the road in my truck because I've been driving for so long.
Tachometer doesn't tell you
I
how
can tell
fast
you how
you're
fast I'm
going,
going without even
idiot.
looking at the speedometer.
So he's lying about
Your
speeding
tachometer
when
tells
he
you the
told him.
miles you've gone, dummy. It's your
No.
odometer.
Yeah, again, he is lying.
But the tachometer tells you your RPMs.
Your RPMs. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, that has nothing to do with how fast you're going.
But it doesn't tell you how
he's-
fast you're going in speed
No.
per miles.
That depends
No.
what gear you're in.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
He's,
Yep.
saying, he's saying in the middle of nowhere that he can't be speeding because of blah. But no, you obviously are on public roads at those points.
Yep.
And maybe you are a stubborn citizen or a person like that, and maybe you don't have all the legal stuff. So
Well,
you're going to make up these weird things to say that you are not guilty.
He just said that he was a soft.
So, talking to my daughter, we're worried about her neighbor, her next door neighbor, a really old lady named Josephine, I think, or Geraldine, or Bernadette, or one of those two. She's got a classic name, very lovely
Name
lady.
3 names. One of those
she had
two.
died.
Yeah, and none of them sound anywhere like each other.
No, I know.
He's like, it could have
something
been
like that.
Jesus Christ.
I was kind of lost in conversation. And I looked in the rearview mirror, and there's a cop darting back and forth, like this right here, that far off my bumper, scared the heck out of me. So I hurry up, lock the brakes down as fast as I can.
Maybe if you weren't trying to molest your
Wait a minute. He locked the brakes down. If he wasn't speeding, why would he be hitting his brakes?
Yeah, and
but-
why would a cop be on your bumper if?
And also, that cop was probably making those maneuvers because they were trying to get his attention because he probably been
he
behind
wasn't
him
paying
for like
attention
a week or something.
That's what I said. He was probably looking at his daughter's friend's crotch while he was driving, and allegedly, and was not paying attention to the cops behind him.
He wasn't looking in the rearview mirror. You're right.
Yeah, you douche nozzle. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a burr, and
Get a
I
burr.
will be
As
right back.
always.
Yeah, well, I mean, I need to be more drunk to listen to this crazy shite because, oh my Jeebus Christ. Anyways, so remember, he says he's a targeted citizen. No, him driving insane with a bunch of teenagers in his car, probably with a beer in his hand, didn't get him pulled over. No, it is they're targeting him because he's famous for no reason, which I don't understand this whole targeted citizen things in the backwoods of nowhere. It's like, why does anybody care about you, you dumb cunt? There's so many people that live in like
because he knows things about the government.
Yeah, but no, of course he does, because he's never seen anything that has to do anything with the government besides him talking to a cop or two, or he's never been on a government facility, or he's never been in a big city. So yeah, he knows everything about nothing because he's never done anything. You weird. I know more about underground fucking societal shit and weird stuff because I've worked for the things that I've done and things and stuff. I've been out there in the world and toured the world and been involved with a bunch of stuff that I didn't want to get involved with. But when you're in those situations, you're like, yeah, I might as well just go along with it. Otherwise I get killed, you know, and it's kind of fun. You know, some of those things were fun. Anyways,
Can't pull off the road. I start recording. He comes up to the car, but I start recording incognito. Normally I'm really in your face about it, but I got too much stuff to worry about court right now. I got too much to do to worry about going in and out of the court process, because that eats up. That's the biggest waste of time on this planet, is going to court. Because the only people that win in court is the state and the attorneys. You never win in court. Even if you win, you lose. What? So they said, so what you speeding for? I said, I didn't notice that I was speeding. I said I was lost in conversation, worried if my daughter's neighbor had passed away. He said, well, you were doing 70 and a 55. He said,
okay, so that would get you to get me pulled over if you were going 70 and a 55, you dumb cunt.
I don't think, you notice how he said like the officer was really hostile to him?
Yeah, exactly, Timothy. And that's why sometimes cops do not treat you nice.
Mm-hmm.
If you're like, hey, officer, how are you doing today? I am sorry. I did not mean to do whatever I'm doing. What did I do wrong? Blah, 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 you know. Then they'll be nice to you. But if you're like, hey, motherfucker, you don't have the right, and it's just like, no, of course you're not going to get along with them. And he's totally like the hillbilly Jim Carrey for sure.
Oh my god!
Right,
hey,
a little bit more. Hey, there's pussycats. Hey,
mama, play with the pussy again.
Oh, tilt.
You're my baby. Yeah.
Okay, let's go a little bit further into this, and then we'll go into something else.
So I'm gonna write you a ticket. Let me have your license. It doesn't ask for my registration or my insurance, which I thought was odd. Now, in some states, they can get all that information off of your tag. North Carolina, I believe they can, but knowing that when they type my name in, there's an asterisk beside my name. The asterisk is there for the cops who are on the take. I can't determine if this cop is or not.
What are you talking about, you psychopath?
Cops that are on the take.
Yes, he just admitted that you can find the stuffs of the informations. So they asked him only for some things because they kind of knew who he was. The asterisk that is probably beside your name is not whatever you just sputtered out of your fucking face hole, but it probably says sovereign.
No, it probably says mental problems.
Yeah, it probably says call an EMT immediately so they can come check him out for fucking mental health.
Wow. No, but I can tell you, this cop is a liar, a first-rate liar.
You said you were speeding in an area that you weren't supposed to be speeding, and then he pulled you over for that.
Yeah,
he is a liar, even though you admitted to fucking speeding, you dumb cunt.
Yep.
We sat there for about 5 minutes. He comes up to the car. He said, I'm going to cut you a break. And when they say that, I know that they get.
Oh my god, he cut you a break. He didn't.
Oh fuck! And then you started mouthing off, and the cop was like, "Oh yeah, never mind. You're a dumb cunt."
He didn't take you to jail. He didn't fucking tow your car.
Right.
Oh, it's a government conspiracy all of a sudden for no reason now that you got a warning, you dumb cunt.
Right,
even Jason says everyone in Eden, North Carolina knows this guy.
Yeah, and then
he's
says,
probably that crazy guy that lives over yonder over there.
Yeah, and they just let him go every time because they don't want to deal with him, and they don't want to jam up the court systems because they know how psycho he is,
and they don't want to do the paperwork to deal with it either.
Yeah,
he doesn't know if I had my seatbelt on or not. I'll tell you that, because the shirt I was wearing was blue, and my seatbelt is blue.
That doesn't matter.
So he don't know if I was wearing my seatbelt or not.
What car has blue seatbelt?
I'm going to cut you a break for that.
What is that?
I hate to say it, honey, but the seatbelt goes way beyond your shirt.
Yeah.
It doesn't just go on your shirt. It goes past your shirt, over your shoulder, into the car. It's kind of a way to tell.
And then once again, what does that have to do with anything? And then you are just causing yourself to get pulled over way more by not wearing your seatbelt, you dumb cunt. Just fucking wear it. Just
you're not
obey
targeted.
The law barely.
I'm here to say seatbelts save lives.
And they do. They totally
do. Like targeted, like can also depend on how big of a target you paint on your own fucking back.
Correct.
That's what I'm saying.
And if he's like any kind of sovereign citizen, he goes out of his way to make sure he's a nuisance to the
target
cops.
is as big as possible. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He has fake tags. He has a fake license plate. He fucking has a.
He probably says a private. Private license plate you spend hundreds of dollars on.
He has a lifted vehicle that's probably too high with too large of wheels. He also has like a light bar somewhere and all these other little nuances.
And do realize they are very, very open with that in America. What kind of cars you can have and what kind of modifications. Half of those modifications would not be road legal.
Yeah, and it depends on the state too.
Yeah.
But
and a lot of those are secondary or third-dairy.
Yes.
Which means that they're not going to pull you over for one or two of, underglow, dark tint, rise of a vehicle, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have a fake plate, you have a fake registration, then you have tint, and then you have this and that, they're like, oh my God, motherfucker, I have to pull you over, you dumb cunt.
If you take off
speeding. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're like, the government, the police are fucking targeting
They're
me.
out to get me. Well,
Yeah,
no, not if you're not doing the proper stuff. They're not.
As I said, if you paint a big target on your back, yes, you'll be targeted.
Yep.
Exactly. And that's exactly what's happening in this situation, you dumb cunt.
See, now, so I'm going to write you for 70 and a 55. Well, 70 and a 55, you can lose your license for. That's 4 points. That's reckless driving. Isn't that convenient? And the reason they do that.
You were doing that, though, you dumb cunt.
Yeah.
You didn't say that you weren't doing that. You were just saying it's convenient that they did that.
And you know why it's reckless driving? Because speeding, something can happen. You could lose control of your car and either kill yourself or kill somebody else.
Yeah.
That's why it's reckless driving.
Kill yourself. Never mind.
You know how many children have been killed. It's children that have been killed in those situations, and that's why we're
pedestrians, or people on bikes, right?
Yeah,
stuff like that, because you're not paying attention to the road, and when you're driving fast and you try to correct a skid or correct a going out of control, you can overcorrect.
Yep.
He just
It's not that hard.
I have a sneaky feeling he's a if there ain't no victim, there ain't no crime person.
Yeah, person for sure.
Mm-hmm. Not that there possibly can't be a victim down the road. No. Dumbass.
They're trying to prevent there being a victim.
Right.
Okay, exactly. So really quick, let's go over. This is one of the people who were an illustrator for Sesame Street, and they turned into a conspiracy theorist.
David Dees.
Yeah. So here we go. We're just going to go over a couple of sections of this.
Suspicion of authority is when you go down the rabbit hole. I found out about things I didn't want to really find out about. The secret societies are really Satanists that are doing terrible things. Terrible things.
Oh, of course, a religion.
Yeah, totally.
Uh-huh.
Why is it always the religious nuts?
I gotta start somewhere.
There are people here that are incapable of waking up.
Yeah, because that's how that works. Okay, so what we're gonna get into.
It's all about waking up.
I do have to say, I do have to say, there is production quality in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like from the little bit that you can see now, like you can see they put effort into it.
Right.
This person is a gazillionaire because he has illustrated for a handful, like almost every single public television program from in the 1980s. I believe he put some type of illustration or animation in. But anyways, let's go on to the conspiracy theories he has.
I wouldn't say
So
he's
just
probably
remember-
wealthy, but he's probably comfortable.
Yeah, but he lives in the middle of fucking.
But if you look,
fucking
if you look where he
nowhere,
lives,
mountains.
oh,
Yeah,
he's
it's in
not.
the middle
Yeah,
of-
he's not flaunting the. Yeah.
And so what he is he's not coming in contact with human civilization all the time.
Right.
He is now just creating stuff that he is projecting from him living in the middle of nowhere after living through this. But
yeah,
he thinks that let's go into some of this and then I'll explain the rest of what I believe is what happened to him and why he thinks he saw certain things. Because I went through some of these things too, but you only got so far and then it did not turn into actual satanic rituals, or there was nobody who was really actually drinking children's blood or whatever.
Right.
Right?
It's
So
just a perception. Yeah.
Or
No, they
somebody
just- they-
said,
they-
hey,
they
do you want to do a blood ritual? And you're like, what?
They
So if you're not
they
open
just
to that-
they just use their foreskins to make their face pretty again. Oh wait, that's
and there's that in the vampire facials and a handful of other things that again, if you hear these things, then you think things are happening, but they're technically not. And part of the
they are. Oh, I've seen.
Anyways. No, yes, obviously the things that we're talking, it's like the vampire facials are real, but that's
I've
not.
seen a YouTuber that did that for research.
We already went over that.
Wow.
But anyways, what it is these idiots think that it's actually satanic rituals that are happening, and it's not. It's literally just. Well, once again, hold on. What is the best way for you to have a secret society that will only let in people who really want to be there if you make up all these weird fucking things, right? And most of the time when you're like, yeah, we take guitar strings and we run it through fucking your belly and we play Freebird, you're like, fuck that, I'm out, right?
Right.
Hello.
That's not what's happening, right? Then as soon as the person is like, I'm down, let's go. You're like, okay, bring you in. No, we don't actually do that, you dumb cunt. Here's the thing. We make you drink a Freebird shot or something. You know what I'm saying? So once again, there are tests that people do, just like sororities and fraternities, where it is fake. It's not really what's happening that you go through. Like the whatever dead society or whatever, they put you in a fucking coffin and they came in and knocked on it and did all this weird shit and then brought you out, and you're supposed to have died and then rebirth and blah blah blah. It's all spiritual and or just rituals that are being done to make you blah blah blah. Anyways. Yeah, you all made me get drunk, shit like that. Like it's
just like with religion, right? It has its rituals. When you get baptized, you're literally, it's like a death. Your old life is going away, and you're getting a new life.
But
what's the same? What's the difference?
But Mama,
right?
Same thing with when you eat the fucking cracker and drink the
Right,
wine.
yeah.
You're eating
It's symbolism,
the
right?
body of
You eat
yeah,
your body.
exactly. So is it
You
a
drink-
satanic
yeah.
ritual where you're drinking and eating a human flesh and sucking somebody's blood? Fuck no.
No.
It is the same difference with all of these other underground societies and things. It's symbology. Are you fucking blah 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 yakety schmackety? Probably not. So I mean, it's silly.
I know it is very silly.
And Jesus is totally hollow carbs for sure.
Empty calories.
Empty calories.
Yeah,
yeah,
and like
exactly.
and like the Christians are basically the only religion that it's one of the religions that actually does drink blood symbolically, but they drink blood.
Yeah,
Well, and see, that's the
the
whole-
grape juice, the wine is symbolically the blood of Christ.
Yeah, but as soon
Yeah.
as
I
the
always liked grape
Satanists
juice,
fucking do that same ritual in a different
like, oh,
way.
hell no,
Oh,
it's-
now we're actually drinking the
Right.
blood and shit. It's like, no.
Exactly.
Although that's technically not. Well, there
No, I know what you're
is-
saying though.
there's a lot. It's not actually human blood in a lot of these. A lot of times we go back. It would go back to
baby
goat.
blood.
Well, it would, goat and pig and other bloods is what there would be. Even though
Bloods?
technically that's
It's
not
basically
really
just
done anymore.
it's just hypocrisy on the
Yeah.
side of the Christians. It's all hypocrisy.
Exactly.
Isn't it
So
always? Oh, never mind.
just because this person was around certain people and didn't
Sorry, sometimes I
understand
just
what-
have
No,
to say
it's
that
okay.
if I've been
It's okay.
quite rude to to religion, like, and pointing out
Yeah,
the shit. Then I just have to say, sorry, mom, sorry, dad.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, and here we go. It's just like what Charles was saying. Wait, I thought I was joining a cult there. I was misled. Exactly.
Yep.
Yes and no, but you know what I'm saying. Exact. So let's listen to what this douche nozzle has to say for his conspiracy theory, and we're gonna be done with this because the rest of what he says is just like, I sat around and I like pick my nose while I look at the stream, and then like I put my things in my butt, and it's like, yeah, okay, well,
Sounds
obviously
like a good
you
night.
don't have a direction or you're not doing anything different than most of us, but now you think you have a purpose because you fucking did drawings for like Sesame Street and a handful of other newspaper articles with different famous things. And somebody asked you to have an orgy or something, and then you're like, oh my God, I can't do that. And then you bought a house in the middle of the woods. Like, fuck you, you dumb cunt. Nothing's really happening.
And at what point in your art career did conspiracy theories come into your life?
It was 9/11. I was looking at a website called Find the Boeing. It had the
9/11,
Pentagon
of
close-up
course.
photographs of the hole where the plane went through. Is that really like a plane could go through this? Up to that point, I kind of went with what I was being told through the media.
Loaded?
Once again, we do not believe in anything that he is saying. Fucking YouTube.
And it all stopped at that point. 2006.
So he believed that 9/11 was fake. Okay, that's awesome. Oh my Jeebus Christ. Okay, so here we're gonna get into his conspiracy artwork. That's what I want to get into.
Do you believe in all of the conspiracies you make your art about?
Yes.
One that you'd want to be 100% sure about would be something like Sandy Hook.
Connecticut State Police and SWAT teams are now responding to a
Jesus
school shooting.
Christ.
9:40 a.m. Reports of gunfire at Sandy Hook Elementary.
And you don't believe that even one child died in the massacre?
Yeah, nobody died.
Oh,
We do not believe in anything this douche nozzle is saying. He is a complete idiot, and he has been
please.
living in the woods way too long. He doesn't understand
please
the
come
concept
stand in
of.
front of me. Please come stand in front of me. I'll fucking go to jail.
This is why
Like, saying kids didn't die there. What the fuck, man? How fuck?
So that's yes, I hear. We're gonna go a
Oh.
little bit further into this just because this is what Crackpot Conspiracies is about. Is us delving
Yeah, no, but
further
no, but
in-
like the conspiracies, like that's one thing, but like just claiming
I wanted
that
to get-
like,
we'll get-
people didn't die, especially
No, they
fucking
did.
kids in a
There's-
school shooting. Like
It
what
happened.
the
It
mother?
totally happened. It totally happened. Anyway, so what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna skip forward, and we're gonna get to the place where he talks about the next versions of his, because he already said 9/11 is fake. He already said that is fake, and then listen to what else. We're only gonna get into him talking about what he thinks fake, barely, and then we're gonna be done. But I had to go over this.
Yeah,
douche
no,
nozzle
I get it, but
because-
like,
I'm gonna get you down, baby girl.
I know.
that's
and
that's like the
unfortunately-
challenger. Like, oh yeah, no, those people didn't die. Fuck's sake, man.
Yeah, these are
still
people just
alive,
buying into
and they're
conspiracies. You know?
Yeah. So anyways, let's get blow on a little bit further, and I believe we've gotten to the next conspiracy theory that this douche believes in.
That it was fake. You know, it's just a cartoon. If anybody gets upset, hey man, It's my opinion. I can't have an opinion. What? Now you're upset? I have to. Okay, so I'm terribly insensitive in that way.
You can have an opinion.
Oh wait.
But when somebody cancels, go ahead.
Yeah, there might be a mental thing with there where
Yeah.
he's like, not because it you could almost see it in his eyes, like there are no feelings.
No, there's no
inside of that
empathy.
person.
The empathy
There's
factor.
no empathy in that person.
Mm-hmm.
You could see it,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
he was smiling while he was talking about
Yes,
people
I
that
saw
lost
that.
their fucking kids.
Yeah.
He was fucking smiling.
That's if you look at sociopaths and psychopaths, both of those they lack empathy. Not saying that's what that guy is, but yeah.
But
okay, so
probably close to it.
really quick, let's get through this. So there is a gentleman who came up with an OS, an operating system for computers that was based off of God. It's called Temple OS.
Okay.
And here we go.
Let me guess. It will not give you access to Pornhub.
It actually can give you access to a lot more than you think. But here is the beginnings of this, and it is crazy.
The God tier operating system.
World-class talent who get international recognition. Well,
okay. Hold on. I will slow it down to there. Let's get into when we actually talk about the gentleman, and so I think it's here
of the Temple OS operating system, which developed in parallel with Davis's literal descent into madness.
Okay, so this gentleman who has schizophrenia, he made this, and his name is Davis something. It doesn't matter, but here's the beginning of
ending
this.
in his untimely death. Some claim he was an absolute genius who accomplished a colossal feat. Others think his work was at best confusing, and at worst, he was a complete joke. But you have to understand, to code a complete operating system from zero is kind of like building a skyscraper with hammer and nails. Even if it's an unstable one, you have to have extreme skills and dedication to do it. In the end, one thing is for sure, we as programmers can't ignore the legacy, so let's debug the one-of-a-kind story of Temple OS. Harry Davis is the man you can't...
Okay, so I'm going to
And
slow it down a little bit.
He's got a point there. Like,
from the
if
operating
you
system.
have made your own OS, like, you're not a dumb person.
No. Oh gosh.
No. He is. But listen to the story.
Reason being, he said he was chosen by God himself to construct the third temple from the Bible. And some publications called him God's lonely programmer because he did it all alone. Where Davis coded not just operating system kernel, but everything, a graphics interface, his own programming.
Dude, he did
Damn.
He did all his own directives. He did all this other stuff, but he did it in a very small kernel. But it's still very amazing. But then he said that he was doing this for God. Let's just keep blowing on before I get
gaming
further
engine
into
with
it.
a bunch of games and much
There's
more.
a lot
than
of
that.
games he made.
Make no mistake, though, this is no Linux. With critics saying Temple OS is not just useless, but laughable with its clunky, out-of-date interface and zero real-life use cases.
Well, of course.
And these critics were pretty ruthless, especially considering Davis's arrogant paper trail of comments left on sites like Reddit and Hacker News. If you trace his old Reddit account history under the name Lusthos, which was the original name of Temple OS, you can see originally his reason for creating the operating system is because it's just fun. Interestingly, he gives many more reasons for originally creating the operating system, so it's unclear what the motive actually was.
That is a fucking awesome
In
reason
another-
for making an OS. If you think it's fun to try and make an OS and you've got the skill, like, yeah, have at it.
Why not? Go
And, like,
for it.
And the fact that he did like a God thingy with it, that kind of made it weird, but still, like, I gotta say, like, awesome that he did that. Like,
Okay, so let's find out exactly what he actually made with it before he died. So he died a couple years ago, or in 15, I don't remember. But anyways, let's keep blowing on with, because he added a bunch of interesting stuff into this.
But unfortunately, that was coupled with a very dark side. The real timeline of Davis starts back in the 1980s, when he got his first computer, a Commodore 64.
Of
He
course,
learned
the
assembly,
Commodore
a very
64.
hardcore, low-level programming language, and went on to study electrical and computer engineering in college. He landed a job at
Then-
Ticketmaster back in 1990, where he worked on a VAX supercomputer's operating system. Pretty interesting because this was an early computer that used virtual machines, and this concept evolved into modern cloud computing. Now, it seemed like, especially being an early mover in the computer science industry and landing this pretty good gig early on, that Davis was poised for a successful career as a programmer. He was an innovator in the truest sense of the word across different.
If he would have just put it towards something other than being religious and or like a game or something else, or just not pushed it as a religious OS, he could have done amazing things, I believe. And he did. He
if
did
he had
do
help,
amazing.
if he accepted help with it.
Yeah, exactly. If he didn't, like, I know he had mental stuff going on and he lived with his parents for most of his life. If he would have gotten a different type of support, or if there would have been a company that would have thrown money at him or given him another space or done something to help him through getting medication or something, I don't know, then it would have been more, it could have turned into something more amazing. But anyways, let's keep blowing on just a little bit more.
At
with
one
this.
point, he made a 3D milling machine, which is something you could wire up to make precise cuts, shaping things like wood. And the
Yeah.
crazy part was
He
you
made
could just
all
give
this
this
stuff.
machine a CAD
Yeah, see, he's
drawing
not-
modeled in 3D.
He's very, very smart. The only problem is that he didn't have a way to push that into a direction to get it into a thing for it to do a thing. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately. Like, he could have been a gazillionaire and he could have actually innovated a lot of this stuff that now we're using.
And I think, like, if he would have gone like to like a big church and like said like, oh yeah, I want to make a OS that's godly, so people are more godly. Like he could have gotten like some kind of weird church.
Even the
government, and,
especially one of these televangelists like Joel Osteen, people like that, they could have used,
yeah,
you know what I mean,
definitely.
that kind of thing.
But even if he would have went to the government and asked for a grant, they
Mhm.
probably would have given him one, because they're not anti-giving grants to religious-esque type things for a thing to build something, which is a technology that can be used in the future to help mankind. So if you just put that in the right wording, then he may have been able to get this funded and stuff. But anyways,
and like
let's blow on.
And you know, also a weird thing that just popped in my head: if he would have met different people in his life.
Yeah, unfortunately,
think about
he
that
was-
one. Like,
well,
if he
unfortunately,
would've
he was an
had good
incel.
friends.
Yes, but he was an incel and did not leave his parents' house very often because of
like most.
The thing he was going through. They did not have great medication at the time, and so he was stuck being locked in small. Well, he wanted to be in small areas, unfortunately, with what he was going through. But yes, you're correct. If he was able to be put in front of certain people in certain times, then it could have we could have
Like even
had
if
a new
he had
OS.
like one or two really good friends that were also into programming, like they could have made something fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Hey Jasper. Anyways, let's blow
Hey,
on just a
Jasper.
tiny bit further with this.
Space, and it would take care of the rest. So it was almost like an early version of a 3D printer, and it wasn't working as well as he wanted, so he threw it away. But little did he know he was just one mechanical mistake away from making a fully functioning
Almost. He was
machine. And that's
almost
part of what makes the
there.
story so tragic, not on just Temple OS, which was written in under 100,000 lines, but on
Yeah.
other
Wow.
projects too. He had not just the vision and the execution, but also the intelligence to bring these things to life. But unfortunately, his mental health took a sudden turn for the worse, basically overnight. Whether it was drug-induced psychosis that later led to schizophrenia, whether it was genetic or a combination of the two, is unclear.
Damn.
What we do know is he declined very fast, actually ending up in prison, losing his job, and then spending time in a mental facility. And unfortunately, he would never recover from this sudden crash, from then on living on Social Security disability payments. His parents also
Damn.
took him in, and had they not, he would not have survived as long as he did. And this time, he also
Okay, so the thing that we need to take away from this is his life did end in the next year or two, but he almost had these things together, and he almost made a 3D printing device and all of that stuff. I mean,
it's basically a
close.
reverse 3D printer, basically, with the
Sure,
milling, but still fucking impressive.
He was very smart. Unfortunately, probably the main hangup that he had is that he was pushing it as a religious OS, when if he would have just said it had nothing to do with the ghee, maybe. But I don't know.
Then he might have gotten some people in an online community interested and helping him out.
And then he could have gotten investors or something like that.
This is a sad story.
Yeah,
it is. Sounds very sad. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, there is the end of conspiracy stuff. Crackpot for today.
Yeah.
Crackpot conspiracies. Yeah. No, we're working on Ouija 3.0 exactly.
And a Luigi.
And
that's the browser.
Yeah, I know.
Luigi is the browser.
Yes. And we will be doing this more often because all of you asked us to do this more. So we'll be doing this and flat earth dunces as well. And every once in a while we do some of the other things. So it's mainly gonna be what we're gonna begin doing next week is Tuesdays are gonna be crazy shite. Wednesdays are going to be drunken news, and then Thursdays are going to be crackpot conspiracies as of right now. Mondays or other days will have other things on them, but like tomorrow we have to go set up for the convention down in Denver, and then Saturday and Sunday is going to be working 12-hour days at the convention, and so Monday I'm going to be exhausted. Yeah, well, you can definitely rewind, Jasper, and see what we said about it. But that is an old thing. It's not new. Just it was something that I stumbled across and thought that it would be fun to talk about. So, Mama, is there anything you want to say before we get the fuck out of here?
I had a video today featured delete laws. It was his arrest video, not arrest. He got pulled over right the day before Thanksgiving last year. And so he's featured in What the Hell, Karen? So I'm putting that into the
he most
side
definitely
chat.
is a Karen.
And then I also played. You can get down. You can get down. Get down. Thank you. I also put up his where he was in jail 20 or so years ago for selling and distributing GHB. And a story he recounted of what he went through in jail. So, if you want to watch something very amusing, you know how he says, "Don't talk to the cops." Yeah, he never listens to his own words.
Is that where he got bent over in jail that one?
No,
time?
but he almost did. He almost did.
It's the almost one time. It's the next
I don't want to spoil it. You guys will get a kick out of.
Yeah.
Let's just say his arrest happened in 2002, and there's so much detail in this story still. It's you can believe it or not, basically. Just saying. Yeah.
Believe that, cunt.
Okay.
I leave people to believe it or not.
Go to your room.
Go to your room.
I think that's one of my favorite YouTube moments.
Oh, and for those who don't know, he had a court on Tuesday for a bench trial. He didn't show up because he was too sick. But later that day, he did a 5-hour live stream.
Yeah.
Yet he was too sick to show up for court
he was
for a
too
couple
sick
hours.
in the head.
Yeah, that too.
So Canadian, what do you want to say right quick?
Anyway.
Unbox Politics. Check us out. We got 3 episodes out there now. The Jon Stewart one is picking up traction. There's over 500 views on that one so far.
Nice.
So we like that. That's the link I just posted in the chat there for Unbox Politics. And also Neil has a show on tonight in about 25 minutes. He's doing a deconversion story with A gentleman by the name of Azo64. I'm not 100% sure who that is.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. All right.
I don't even know if it's a gentleman now that I say that. Could be.
Azo,
could be
yeah.
It could
Who
have
knows?
been it could have,
Who
yeah,
knows?
yeah. We're
So-
not genderizing anybody. We're
A person.
anyways,
But,
let's blow from here. I will be gone Friday to Sunday.
Okay.
Monday I will probably be taking the day off unless I can muster up it, but we're not going to do crazy shite. We're gonna do something else if I do that, which will be something where I can just literally like barely press buttons and not have to say very much, but we'll go from there. This is beginning to pick up for the seasons that I didn't realize was already going to start. So I'm already doing lots of fairs, festivals, conventions already around where I'm at. So that's amazing that I've already picked up so many gigs. So thank y'all very much.
Just to be clear,
sure,
him not being around, of course, me and probably Mama are gonna be on a stream tomorrow.
If Pip is streaming, yeah. If I'm not running errands, so if I'm not running errands, I'll be there.
You're fucking be there, bitch.
And if Pip does it.
Sorry.
Okay. So thank you all very much. I need to get out of here. I ate a little bit on the stream, but I need to go eat more food. For sure. So thank you all very much, and we will see you in the next stream. Everybody say bye.
Bye, bitches.
Bye, everybody.